Hello students, my name is Swati Tomar and I'm an assistant professor in CSE department. Today I'll be teaching the subject of data structure and algorithms, and the topic that we will be covering today is trees. So basically tree is a non-linear data structure of which organize data in hierarchical structure, and this is a recursive definition. Or tree data structure is a collection of data nodes which is organized in hierarchical structure recursively. In tree data structure, every individual element is called as node. In tree data structure, if we have n number of nodes, then we can have a maximum number of n minus 1 number of links. For example, this is a tree. In any tree with n nodes, there will be maximum n minus 1 edges. In a tree, every individual element is called as a node. Now, these are the tree terminologies. First one is root. In a tree data structure, the first node is called a root node. Every tree must have a root node. We can say that the root node is the origin of the tree data structure. In any tree, there must be only one root node. For example, in this tree, A is the root node. We never have multiple root nodes in a tree. Here A is the root node in any tree. The first node will be called as the root node edge. In an edge, in tree data structure, the connecting link between any two nodes is called edge. In a tree with n number of nodes, there will be a maximum of n minus 1 number of edges. In any tree, edge is a connecting link between two nodes. Siblings. In tree data structure, nodes which belong to same parent are called as siblings. In simple words, the nodes with the same parent are called sibling nodes. For example, in this tree, you can see that A is the root node, B and C are both siblings, D, E and F are siblings, G and H are siblings, I and J are siblings. In any tree nodes which has same parent, or those are the siblings. The children of a parent are called sibling. Now, in a tree data structure, the node which does not have a child is called as leaf node. In simple words, a leaf node is a node with no child. In a tree data structure, the leaf nodes are also called as external nodes. External node is also a node with no child. In a tree, leaf node is also called as terminal node. In a leaf, now coming to internal nodes. In a tree data structure, the node which has at least one child is called as internal node. In simple words, an internal node is a node with at least one child. For example, in this tree, B and C are internal nodes, E and G are leaf nodes, and A is your root node. Now, what is degree? In a tree data structure, the total number of children of a node is called as degree of that node. In simple words, the degree of a node is the total number of children it has. The highest degree of a node among all the nodes in a tree is called as degree of the tree. For example, the degree of this tree is 3. The total number of children, since B has 3, the degree will be 3. And similarly, the degree of C will be 2. And degree of the tree will be 3, which is the highest degree of the nodes. Now, tree terminologies. Level. In a tree data structure, the root node is said to be at level 0, and the children of root node are at level 1, and children of the nodes which are at level 1 will be at level 2, and so on. In simple words, in a tree, each step from top to bottom is called as a level, and level count starts with 0 and incremented by 1 at each level. Now, what is the height of a tree? In a tree data structure, the total number of edges from leaf node to a particular node in the longest path is called as the height of that node. In a tree, height of the root node is said to be the height of the tree. In a tree, height of all leaf nodes is 0. Now, tree terminology. Height of the tree will be 3. In any tree, height of node is total number of edges from leaf to that node in the longest path. In any tree, height of the tree is the height of the root node. Depth of the tree. In a tree data structure, the total number of edges from root node to a particular node is called as depth of that node. Depth of root node is 0. Here, depth of tree is 3. In any tree, depth of node is total number of edges from root to that node. In any tree, depth of tree is total number of edges from root to leaf in the longest path. Now, tree terminologies. In a tree data structure, the sequence of nodes and edges from one node to another is called as path between two nodes. Length of a path is the total number of nodes in that path. In below example, the path A, B, E, J has length 4. In any tree, path is a sequence of nodes and edges between two nodes. Now, path can be A, B, E, J and C, G, K. Now, subtree. In a tree data structure, each child from a node forms a subtree recursively. Every child node will form a subtree on its pair. Binary tree. A tree in which every node can have a maximum of 2 children is called as a binary tree. In a binary tree, every node can either have 0 children or 1 child or 2 children, but not more than 2 children. There are 2 different types of binary trees and they are strictly binary tree. A binary tree in which every node has either 2 or 0 number of children is called as strictly binary tree. Strictly binary is also called as fully binary tree or proper binary tree or 2 tree. Complete binary tree. A binary tree in which every internal node has exactly 2 children and all leaf nodes are at the same level is called as complete binary tree. Complete binary tree is also called as perfect binary tree. Now, extended binary tree, the full binary tree obtained by adding dummy nodes to a binary tree is called as extended binary tree. For example, in the above tree, in the this tree, you can see that the all levels of the nodes are completed. So this is your complete binary tree. And similarly, in this tree, you can see we can the fully binary tree can be obtained by completing the levels, adding dummy nodes. There are not like real nodes, genuine nodes. They are just dummy nodes which have been added to this tree. Binary tree representation. Now, binary tree can be represented in 2 ways. Array representation or using linked list. When you represent an array, the representation of binary tree, we use one-dimensional array to represent a binary tree. Consider the above example of a binary tree and it is represented as follows. To represent a binary tree of depth n using array, we need one-dimensional array with a maximum size of 2n plus 1. For example, the root node of this tree will be put in the first index of the tree, which is 0, or if you are starting with 1, the index will be 1. Then left child of the tree will be in the 2 into n position or 2 into I. For example, if root node is at 1, then the left child will be in second position and the right child will be in third position. Binary tree representation. Now, this is the linked list representation of the binary tree. We use a double linked list to represent a binary tree. In a double linked list, every node consists of 3 fields. First field for storing left child address, second for storing actual data, and third for storing right child address. For example, this is the root node of the tree and the left child is at B, the right child is C, and similarly the left child B has a left pointer which is pointing to the left child D, and right child is pointing to the right pointer is pointing to the right child which is F. In order traversal. Now, binary tree can be traversed in the following ways: in order, pre-order or post-order. In order traversal, until all nodes are traversed. Step 1, the basic funda is you have to remember that when we are talking about in order traversal, then the root will be placed in between the left and right nodes. Okay, so left, root, right. Similarly, in pre-order traversal, because pre symbolizes before, so you have to remember that in pre-order traversal, your root node will be placed at the first position, then we will traverse the left part of the subtree and then the right part of the subtree. Now, coming to post-order traversal, as the name suggests, again what we have to remember that since the name of the traversal is post, we will place the root at the last. We will traverse the root at the last, in the last step. First, we will traverse the left part of the subtree and then the right part of the subtree. Okay. Now binary tree traversals. Displaying a visiting order of nodes in a binary tree is called as binary tree traversal. There are three types of binary tree traversal: in order traversal, left child, root, and then the right child. In order traversal, the root node is visited between the left child and right child. In this traversal, the left child node is visited first, then the root node is visited, and later on we go for visiting the right child node. For example, the in order traversal for this, the above example of binary tree will be, how will this be? For how will this be? This much. So now I will tell you how to calculate the in order traversal. For example, since left subtree have to be traversed first, we go to the left part of the subtree. In left subtree, again we go to the left part of the subtree. And this is the leftest node of the tree, which is I. Then we will traverse root is D. Then we will traverse right subtree, which is J. Now this left subtree has been completed. Now we will go to the parent node or root of this left subtree, which is B. Now we go to the right subtree, which is F. Now again, this left subtree has been traversed. What we will do? We will traverse the root node, which is A. Now what we will do? We will traverse the right subtree in the same fashion, which is left, root, right. Now left part of the tree is G. There is no now left part is G. G does not have a left subtree. So directly we will go to G. Then we will traverse K, which is the right subtree. Then we will go to C. Then we will traverse right subtree, which is H. And then this will be the complete in order traversal of this tree. Now what is pre-order traversal? The pre-order traversal is root. We have to traverse first the root, then the left child, then the right child. In pre-order traversal, the root node is visited before the left child and right child nodes. In this traversal, the root node is visited first, then its left child, and later its right child. For example, pre-order traversal will be this. How we will calculate pre-order? Pre-order, first you have to traverse the root. Root here is A. Now we go to the left subtree. Left subtree will be traversed in the same fashion: root, left, right. Which is the root here? The root here will be D. Now root A, first you go to A, then we traverse this subtree, root is B, then we traverse this subtree, root is D, then we traverse left subtree I, then right subtree J. Now we traverse right vertex of this right child of this left subtree, which is B. So the right subtree will be F. Now you have to traverse the right subtree in the same fashion, which is root, left, right. So here the root is C. Now we go to this part of the tree, which is the root is G. There is no left child. So we go to K. Then we traverse H. Now you have to find out the post-order traversal of this same tree. How will we find out the post-order traversal of this tree? Okay. Post-order traversal means left subtree will be traversed first, then the right subtree will be traversed first, and then the root node will be traversed. So when we traverse the left subtree, which is the leftest node that will be traversed, it will be I. Then right J, then root D. Now this left subtree has been traversed. Now we will go to which part? Left, right, root. Right child is F. Then root is B. Now this left subtree has been done traversing. Now left, right, come back to right subtree. Okay. Now in this right subtree, again apply the same sequence: left, right, root. Left subtree is G. Right. There is no left child, so directly we go to K. Now in this subtree we traverse K first, then root node which is G, then right subtree which is H, then root node C, and then in the end we will traverse the root node of the complete tree. Okay. So this is how we do the traversal of the trees. This was the binary tree traversal. Now there is one more type of tree which is threaded binary tree. Threaded binary tree is also a binary tree in which all left child pointers that are null in linked list representation points to its in order predecessor, and all right child pointers that are null in linked list representation points to its in order successor. J. Perlis and C. Thornton have proposed new binary tree called threaded binary tree, which makes use of null pointers to improve its traversal process. In a threaded binary tree, null pointers are replaced by references to other nodes in the tree. These extra references are called as threads. If there is no in order predecessor or in order successor, then it points to the root node. In order traversal of above binary tree will be, which we already traversed, H, D, I, B, E, A, F, J, C, G. You can already, now I have already told you how in order traversal is done, so you can do it on your own, I hope. Now, this is a normal tree and this is a threaded binary tree. How are they both different? See, here A, this is the root node. I already told you the in order traversal of this tree was this one. Okay. Now, which is the predecessor of root node A is E and B, right? So, E will point to its successor B and E will point to its successor A. Okay. E will point to its predecessor B and also to its successor A. So there are two threads going from E, one to B and one to A. Similarly, there are two threads going from I, one to its predecessor and one to its successor. See, I has predecessor D and successor B. So therefore, the I is pointing to D as well as B. Similarly, H has a successor D, right? And I. Here you can see that H is pointing to D. Okay. Now, similarly, let's look at F and G. F has a successor J and predecessor A, right? So, F will point to its predecessor A as well as to its successor, right? Similarly, G will point to C as well as to its successor A. So, this is how a binary threaded tree can be represented. Now, coming to binary search tree. Binary search tree is a binary tree in which every node contains only smaller values in its left subtree and only larger value in its right subtree. In a binary search tree, all the nodes in the left subtree of any node contain small values and all nodes in the right subtree of any node contains larger values. For example, if the root node is 25, now it has to be kept in mind that any vertex, any node which comes in this tree, if it has a value smaller than 25, then it should be present in the left subtree. And if the value is greater than 25, it will be put in the right part of the subtree. Okay. This is how a binary search tree is represented. For example, if 20 was to be inserted in this node, then it was compared with the root node. Since 20 is smaller than 25, it was put in the left subtree. Now, similarly, 36 was inserted in this node. Since 36 has a value greater than 25, then it will be inserted in the right part of the tree. For example, here we are constructing a binary search tree by inserting the following sequence of numbers. First, we inserted 10. Now, you have to insert 12. Automatically, since first you compare 12 with 10, you already know that 12 is greater than 10. So, it will be inserted in the right part of the tree. Now you insert 5. 5 is smaller than 10. We compare it with 10. Then we insert it to the left part of the tree. Next we have to insert 4. 4 has a value smaller than 10. And now here we compare it with the another left child, which is 5. Left part of the 5. Next you have to insert 20. 20 has a value greater than 10. Now it will be compared with 12. 20 is greater than 12. It will be inserted in the right subtree. Now you have to insert 8. 8 has a value which is smaller than 10. It will go to the left part of the tree. Now 8 is greater than 5. So automatically it will be inserted in the right subtree. Right tree, right? Now you have to insert 7. Compare 7 with the root node 10. 7 is smaller than 10. It will go to the left part of the tree. Then 7 has a 7 is will be compared with the left child of the tree, which is 5. Since 7 is greater than 5, it will go to the right part of the tree. Now there is again already a node present, which is 8. Now you will compare 7 with 8. 8 is since 7 is smaller than 8, it will be inserted to the left part of the tree. Now you have to insert 15. Now compare 15 with the root node. 15 is greater than 10. So automatically it will be inserted to the right part. Okay. Now 15, compare it with 12. 15 is still greater than 12. So it will go to the right part of the tree. Compare it with 20. 15 is smaller than 20. So we insert it to the left child as a left child of the 20. Now the last insertion would be of 13. 13 is greater than 10. So it will be inserted in the right subtree. Now compare it with 12. 13 is greater than 12. So again inserted to the right subtree. Now 13 is compared with 20. 13 is smaller than 20. So that is why we have to insert it into the left part of the tree. Now 13 is smaller than 15. So it will be inserted as the left sub part of the left child of the. So this is now coming to the algorithm. This is the algorithm for insertion in binary search tree, which we will cover in the next lecture. So this will be all for today's lecture. Thank you very much.